Hello, welcome back on the amazing digital dating simulator. Yes, I played this already. Check out part 1 if you haven't seen it already. So basically, I made my character, FNAF lover, of course. I decided to sit next to Gangle, and I guess I became friends with her and Zooble. And the principal, aka Kane, burst in, and we don't know the reason yet. So, let's see now. Start. What? Oh. Yeah, boom. Here. Boom. However, the numbers are in students, and it turns out the school dramas are just white noise. Normally, this is the time that I'll tell you that means the end of the school life as we know it. Kane bites his hands in mock horror. The class and Kinger wail on, gasping at this revelation. Gangle looks ready to burst into tears. However, my sweet toothed students, your benevolent principal has found a way to bring public interest back to the school in a major way. At this point, the sharp-toothed bubble next to him pipes up. How are you going to bring interest back to the school, Mr. President? Kane shoots the bubble a confused look, but hits his stride a moment later. You see my little Homer and emeralds. What's one thing no academy around here has ever had? A cast of colorful characters. A competent principal. Appointed funding? Kane shakes his head like he even has a head. Wrong, and surprisingly wrong. Right, surprisingly right. But also not relevant to what I was talking about. No school around here has a culture festival celebrating the unique talents of its students. So I, being your benevolent principal, have decided to put your class in charge of throwing the best sculpture festival this side of the Pacific Ocean. What? Make it flashy. We gotta keep the interest of our investors after all. Alas, I'm almost late for my deep tissue massage. Alright, Kinger, I'll leave you the list of everyone's responsibilities. You all have 5 days. Break a leg or 2. That's horrible. It means good luck. Then sincerely, Billy, I hope you get hit by a truck. As he appeared, Kane darts out of the room, disappearing from the view as he heads to his appointment. Alright, Colossus. Let's see what roles came assigned to each of you. For the culture festival. Kinger lifts a paper from his desk and begins to read out loud. Ragatha, as the class representative, I trust you to organize the other students and make sure the festival organize the other students and make sure the festival proceeds with no issues. I trust you to organize the other students and make sure the festival proceeds with no issues. I accidentally read a line twice. I think you can count on me. Zubul and Gangle, you two will work on art, to promote the festival. We already have a pretty big school here. Who else is in the other classes? The Shrimp NPC. So we'll need plenty of posters and some art to display during the festival. I don't know. I still don't have anything I'm comfortable showing everyone else. Pomni and Jax. That's a great duo. Look up what a culture festival is. You don't even know what it is. Shouldn't we do that before we start making posters? No. I like his idea. Plus, we're getting to see what Gangle comes up with her posters. If it's anything like what she comes up with when she draws Ragatha. Oh no. Not this again. Jax! Gangle interrupts Jax before he can finish his thought, pleading with him to stay quiet. The class erupts into chaos as Zubul and Gangle argue with Jax. Pomni tries to find out what a culture festival is, and Ragatha tries to salvage what remains of class and get her classmates to pay attention. That's not happening. For his part, Mr. Kinger seems content to let students bicker amongst themselves. Maybe he doesn't have to rest his lesson planned and is just waiting for the lunch bell. What about me? What do I get the rule of? Do I get to pick? Because if I do get to pick, I'm joining art with Gangle and Zubul. As if I summoned it by thinking of it, the lunch bell sounds. Everyone drops their arguments and files out of the classroom. Time to find out what I'm doing for lunch. Wait, does it say doing or eating? I don't know. I can't go back. After my chaotic first half of a day, I had worked up quite an appetite. True. I worked up quite an appetite too. Hey, he's just like me. The cafeteria was bustling with unfamiliar faces around me. There was a selection of places to buy lunch, but none of them stood out from one another. I pick up something to eat from the nearest food place and set about deciding where to sit down. Still, as I scan the bustling lunchroom, I don't recognize anyone from classes. Okay. Sorry, I'm back at deposit. Didn't Zubul and Gangle say they ate lunch in the courtyard? I'm not reading the others. I'm just pressing that. I pick up a garden salad from the cafeteria and stride out into the courtyard. Though there are a half dozen tables out there, they're mostly empty, and it's easy to find Gangle and Zubul. Gangle gives me a big wave. Yay, that! Can you say a little bit more gusto? Blah. With one of her ribbon arms, her comedy mask showing her expression of cautious excitement. Zubul lifts up her claw hand and Zubul lifts up their claw hand. It's not a her, it's a they. It's a they there. In a friendly way as well. Then use your other hand if you want to be like friendly, like, bro. Hi guys, thanks for the invite. No problem. Did they coordinate that? Either that or they just been friends for a long time. Yeah, most likely that. So FNAF lover, how are you liking our school so far? Well, it's pretty different from my old school. I start Zubul and Gangle's waiting on my next words, but I think I'm starting to like it here. Yup, because of you two. Gangle smiles, pushing the tips of her ribbon hands together with a gentle blush. Let's go. Blah. Blah. Also, by the way, just in case if nobody knows it, I think after the intermission time in episode 5, that distorted message, like Bubble says, like something like that. It actually says, spoilers if you haven't seen episode 5, sorry, but if you don't want to know, then like skip like a few seconds, like 10 seconds. Bubble says you need to know your name to leave, just saying. I like it here too. I'm really excited for the Culture Festival. We pass the time in relative silence. Relative silence? Okay. As we eat our lunches. Zubul is the first to break the silence, pointing at my meal. Are you vegan or something? Oh, this? Just to my salad. Not really, I just grabbed something. Something that looked good before heading out to meet you guys. I think it looks good. Let's go! Zubul shrugs. I like to bring food. I cook myself. I can't stand what Kane stocks the cafeteria with. Yeah, in episode 4, she tries to use a spatula hand, but burnt herself. Can you even cook yourself? I mean, like, she was kind of helpful in episode 4. Gangle has a gentle smile on her face as she pokes a bit of shrimp. No, not the shrimp NPC. No, oh no. Drippa with a chopstick. She manages to use chopsticks when both of her hands are the tips of red ribbons is honestly very impressive. Really, that's why I kind of like her. I didn't say anything. You're just imagining things. I don't think it's all bad. There's a lot of traditional Japanese foods in the cafeteria. I never got to eat sushi when I was in high school before. they go back and forth like this for a bit while I stab at the remains of my salad. I'm not vegetarian, by the way. Sorry to my viewers who are vegetarian, I'm so sorry. But I'm not vegetarian. Yeah, I really try to be. And I want to save the animals, but like, yeah. So don't get mad at me, because by the way, I hate the vegan teacher. She doesn't believe in God, and anyways, a hush falls over a table, not teacher, for a moment. Then, Osuko, are you going to help me get art done for the culture festival after lunch? Sewell looks at Gangle comfortably. Honestly, I'm tired about talking about the culture festival. It's just another one of Kane's stupid plans to make all of us come together and make him feel good about himself. I never thought about that. True. I never thought about it like that. Thanks for putting it out. I mean, come on, Gangle. He's having Palmy look up what a culture festival is. He doesn't care about the culture festival at all. It's just something to make us all busy. I mean, like, kinda. I don't see why I should put in any more effort than Kane is. You know, I'll help you, Gangle. I'll help you. I'm pretty good. There's a faint hiccup, like something dull fracturing, and Gangle's smile flatters. Gangle's lips start curving, tears welling up at the side of her mask. No, don't tell me her half mask is gonna break. Zubul? Gangle, I didn't mean... Oh. No. But their apology is too late. Gangle's comedy mask has broken and now lies on the table in front of us in 2 pieces. Gangle is sobbing loudly. No, I want to fix it. They give me a meaningful look. Bro, don't look at me. Come on, FNAF lover, you understand what I meant, right? Yeah, she just doesn't support the idea of Kane. No, I don't. Bro, how, it's either that or I just don't. Oh. So I either get to, make Gangle not feel sad anymore and make enemies with Zubul, or make both of them feel better with saying Gangle Zubul is just annoyed at being pulled around by Kane. What should I pick? I don't know what to pick. This is a hard choice. Bro, this is a hard choice. Boom. Thanks, FNAF lover. Gangle sniffles, citing one of her ribbon hands over mine on the table. What? Hey, bro, I knew that was a bad idea. I knew it. Come on, FNAF lover. Oh, dang it. One FNAF lover didn't. Don't make it out to be the bad guy here. Okay, come on, FNAF lover. Don't make me out. Don't make me out to be the bad guy here. If you'd been through enough of Kane's bull boink, you'd be sick of sort of these things too. Sorry, that was just a long dialogue. I just had to read it slowly. Zooble. It's clear this culture fair means a lot to Gangle. Can't you just put your anger at the Principal Kane aside for this? Bro, why? I knew I was gonna make enemies of Zooble, bro. I knew it, and yeah, I still picked the wrong choice. Dang it. I'm not angry. I'm just frustrated with Kane and the Taisai standing up and giving Gangle an apologetic look. I'm sorry, Gangle. I'm going to go now. I almost stopped Zooble and tried to get them to recall or not, but Gangle is still crying, and right now she has to take priority. FNAF lover, did you really mean what you said about helping me with the art festival? Of course, yes, of course I do, Gangle. Gangle picks up the remains of her comedy mask, trying to put on a brave face as she stands up from her half-eaten lunch. I mean, I'm gonna eat that lunch. I'm just kidding. I might as well. I'm just kidding. That's really nice of you. I didn't feel like doing the work alone. Gangle sniffles. It's okay, Gangle. And I don't think Zooble wants to hang out with me right now. Of course they do. Of course they do. Of course Zooble wants to hang out with you. She's your best friend, especially in episode 4 at the end. No spoilers. She wanted to hang out with you. Even when you thought that you were like everyone else thought. Even if you thought everyone else hated you after that adventure, Zooble still was nice to you because you were nice to her. Doesn't that make sense? She sinks deeper into her own sadness, sagging physically with the emotional weight she feels. I support her as we make our way to the art studio, dropping one of her arms over my shoulder as I support her. Oh, I had to reread that, but let's go. I just hit the jackpot. Don't mind what I just said. Once we step inside, Gangle starts to regain her composure, wiping her face and taking a seat at her table. She gets to work immediately, picking up a pencil and drawing an anime character with a big smile and in a cheerleading uniform. The more engrossed she gets in her art, the more she manages to smile, her pain fading as she adds more and more detail to her drawing. Gangle, you're really good at this. She jumps as I finish talking to her. I think she was engrossed in her drawing. She lost track of her surroundings. Vanilla, you really think so? She gives me a hopeful smile. Of course I do. She starts leaning towards me as she continues to draw. After an hour or so, she fully taken up my space and hers as she adds detail, working at the paper from every possible angle. Almost. She begins to shade in some areas of the drawing and go back over some of her lines. Thicken them as she finishes up. Done. She picks her drawing up, holding it in front of me with a cautious smile. Oh my god! That's so good! I'm taking this screenshot, bro. Bro, that's so good. I just took a screenshot. Pomni wants you to get pumped. Excuse me. What? Can you rephrase that can you rephrase that? Pomni wants you to get double pumped. Bro, we're not playing Fortnite here. Okay. It's an anime style girl that strongly resembles Pomni in a cheerleading uniform, holding up a pair of pom-poms. I mean, like, Pomni. Can Pomni just stop? I didn't do anything. Around the drawing are the words Pomni wants you to get pumped. Can you rephrase that? What do you think? That's really good. I'm sure it's something. Dingle smiles at me. Thanks, FNAF. You promise you're not just saying that. I promise. I'm serious. Literally, I'm serious. Like, that was so good. I was amazed. Like, I can't even draw that good. Like, bro. Like, all I can do is just draw a head, body, yellow. That's yellow with stripes on the bottom of the head, with squares as eyes, aka Peel Jacks. And that's literally so easy. It's like, I can't even draw an anime character. Gangle blushes, looking away from me as she continues. Yes. I'm really excited to work with you to make the Culture Festival a success. Let's go. I just hit the jackpot. As I finish cheering up Gangle, the bell to dismiss class rings. Oh no, I kept you here and you missed all your afternoon classes. It's okay, Gangle, I wanted to be here. Well, you should probably grab our things. Well, we should probably grab our things. I thought it said you should. Like, bro, you grab your things. I walked to my locker, entering the combination as I put my books away, and get ready to head out for the day. Oh, hello, Mr. Gloink. Ow, my leg. Why did you bump into my kneecap on purpose? Ow, Mr. Gloink, why did you do that? Ow, that hurts now. My mind drifts to the day of events. My mind drifts to the day's events I wonder if someone will ask me to walk back with them. Why are you asking that? As I gather my things, a familiar masked girl walks up to me. Masked girl? Gangle? Because the mask? No. Pomni? Pomni, maybe? Oh, Gangle. Yeah, I knew it. Hey, FNAF lover. Wanna walk back with me? I can show you some other art I've done, and you can tell me what you think of it. She gives me a hopeful look. Sure thing, Gangle. I like that. Gangle almost melts into shy giggles as she takes my hand. Let's go, and leads me out. Let's go. Wow. Oh, it's nighttime now. Okay. As we get to walking, Gangle and I start talking about her art again. I'm as full of confidence as ever. Seriously, Gangle, you should show more people your art. I bet you could even successfully publish a What is that? Like, I heard that before. in the Masonersville Circus, I think, but I don't know what it is. Inspired webcomic or something like that. Yeah, I heard something. I heard that in the show before, I think, like in episode 4. It's good to have dreams, but you need to also remember that they're totally unrealistic and you need to stop trying. Uh-oh. Did I say something wrong? Her face falls instantly. Sorry. What you said just reminded me of something. Something about my past I don't like to remember. No! What did I just do? She looks away from me. I didn't mean to hurt her feelings. I decided to leave the topic alone for now, despite the change of the topic as we leave school for the day. I decided to ask her a question. So, Gangle, do you drive yourself to school or take the bus or walk to school? Does she walk to school? Or she tilts her mask as she stares at me confused. You know how to get. Oh no, I think we have our own dorms or something like that. Is that in college? Yeah, I think that's in college. You know how to get from here to your house. FNAF lover. She drills. Did you not know? Yep, we have dorms. We have dorms. I just messed that up. We have dorms. Isn't that just great? Dorms in high school. Great. Can't wait for that. Not know what. Gangle passes her ribbon hands together, seeming to give her next words a great deal of thought. Yep, we live on campus. Yep, basically dorms. Isn't that dorms? Yeah, you have a roommate. I bet her roommate is Zooble. I bet. Hopefully not Jax. Hopefully. FNAF lover. We live on campus. What? I must have misheard her. Also, who's we? Who's we? Yeah, who's we? As certain I was dropped off by my parents today. Yeah, but still, we live on campus, I guess. Even if I can't remember what car I was dropped off in, or what my parents look like. That's a bad thing. That's a bad thing. You should remember that. Unless like you're 3 years old. Or what my house looks like. Boink. And yes, every time I want to say a cuss word, but I can't. I must say boink. And especially if it says cuss words in here more. Yeah, Kane made us some housing on campus after Kinger started cluttering our homework with his pillow fort. Dang, that's sad. Before we complained, we just had to sleep at our desks. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool for you guys, but who's we? Gangle pauses. The school herself. Zubul, Pomni, Jax, me, Martha, and now I guess you do too. Yep, yeah. I start to breathe in and out rapidly, sweat rolling down my face as the weight of her words strike me. No way. But I mean, I can't remember anything about them. But I'm sure, maybe, probably. Tangle gives a concerned look. You're scaring me. I can't remember the threat of panic. I can hear the threat of panic, and despair in her voice. I take a deep breath. I have to be strong for Gangle. Literally, yes, I have to. Okay. Can you lead me into my dorm? Yes, it's a dorm. Yeah, it's a dorm. Concerned, but the threat of all-encompassing despair has left her voice, and she's able to give me a gentle smile as she offers one of her ribbon hands for me to take. Let's go. Sure thing. As we walk, I start asking her about the dorms. What kind of things do I can expect? Like, does each dorm have a bathroom? I hope so. Is a bed already set up for me? Probably not, because of how lazy Kane is. How much privacy do we have in our dorms? Well, I don't know about your dorm, because each of ours are custom to ourselves. Customed. But every dorm at least has a bed and a desk. She's trying to make the best of this strange situation, but I keep my more skeptical comments to myself. Well, that's nice. Okay, I think I'm going to my dorm. I can see there. That's probably Pomni's door with the red and blue. That's probably Zubul's door with the different pieces. I don't know. Where's Jax's and Gangle's? Yeah. Gangle leads me to a nearby building. We start walking past all the rooms. Even the doors seem custom-made. Pomni's door has a red and blue. Half red, half blue. Yep, I knew it. Like her outfit in class. Agatha's door looks like a ranch-style house, almost as out of the place in the plain dorm hallway as Pomni's room. So it's like, I don't know what that means. Like, bro, need more detail. Like, is it the one next to her with the red stripes? Or is it the one, okay, I think it's the one above the, yeah. Jax's door is crisscrossed with black and yellow striped tapes, okay. We finally come to my room, a plain oak door embossed on a brass nameplate is my name. I guess this is your room. She gives me a shy smile. As I push open the door, I can see Gangle shifting in of my vision, trying to peek inside to see what my room says about me. Let's see what my room says about me. She probably just was just as disappointed as I am. As we peer into my room, the walls are plain. A boring gray mattress sits on a wooden bed frame. At least I get a mattress. With a folded devote on top, embossed with the school and as well as a pair of white pillows. At least I get that. This is PC that looks like from the 80s is sitting on the desk in the far corner of the room. There's also a stack of papers and an assortment of office-style pens and pencils. Oh, it's nice. She's trying to interject as much false enthusiasm as she can muster, but neither Gangle nor I are particularly impressed with this room. This might get this video banned, but I think, yeah. But there was, like, on itch.io, yeah, this is where I got the game. It's free, by the way. There was a Five Nights at Jeffrey's. Boom. I don't want this to get banned, so, Jeffrey. Five Nights at Jeffrey. Yeah, but the last name. Island. Kids. Yeah. No, I just wanted that because it was so funny. And it was free too. Anyways. Oh. Might as well. That's it for today. That's it for today. See ya. And have a fazerific day.